Hey everyone, welcome back to Atarian News Channel. I'm your host, and today we are diving into NVIDIA's brand new beta driver release that dropped just 2 days ago on August 5th. This is the NVIDIA 580.65.06 beta driver. And trust me, there's a lot to unpack here, especially if you're a Linux gamer or VR enthusiast. So, first things first, what exactly is this driver? The 580.65.06 is NVIDIA's first beta release in their new 580 driver series, specially designed for Linux systems. Now, when you say beta, that means it's still in testing phase. Think of it like a preview version of software. It has cool new features, but it might have some bugs that need ironing out. NVIDIA doesn't recommend using beta drivers for everyday use unless you are comfortable troubleshooting potential issues. But if you're curious about the latest features or need specific bug fixes, this might be worth checking out. Here's something really important that every NVIDIA user needs to know. This 580 driver series will be the last official driver update for Maxwell, Pascal, and Volta GPU architectures. Now, what that means in simple terms. If you have graphics cards like the GTX 900 series, GTX 10 series, or the older RTX 20 series cards, this driver branch will be a final stop for official NVIDIA support. After this, you will still get security updates but no new features or major improvements. So if you have one of these older cards, this beta driver is definitely worth paying attention to. Now let's talk about the exciting stuff. NVIDIA has made some significant improvements for VR users and gamers. They have enabled something called RM interlocking mode by default. I know it sounds technical, but here's what it actually does. It reduces stuttering, especially when you are using virtual reality headsets. If you've been experiencing choppy VR gameplay, this could be a game changer for you. They also added experimental features to reduce display lag, though these are tuned off by default because they are still being tested. For our Linux users out there, especially those using modern desktop environments, there's good news about Wayland support. NVIDIA added support for something called the FIFO V1 Wayland protocol or Vulkan. In everyday terms, this means better compatibility with modern Linux desktops that use Wayland instead of older X11 systems. If you're using Genome, KDE Plasma, or other modern Linux desktops, this should make your experience smoother. This driver release is packed with bug fixes. Let me highlight the most important ones. First, they fixed several Vulkan related crashes. If you've been experiencing games or applications hanging or crashing, especially with newer games that use Vulkan graphics, this should help a lot. Second, display issues got some love. They fixed problems with HDMI displays showing black screens, issues with multiple monitors of different resolutions, and compatibility problems with high-end VR headsets like the Big Screen Beyond. Third, they tackled memory leaks. If you noticed your system using more and more RAM over time, especially after waking your computer from sleep, this update should fix that. And finally, they fixed a nasty bug that could cause your system to crash when memory was running low during suspend operations. NVIDIA also updated how their monitoring tools work. Tools like NVIDIA SMI and NVIDIA settings will now show you more accurate GPU clock speeds that match what you'd see on Windows. This is great for enthusiasts who like to monitor their GPU performance or are doing overclocking. So, should you install this beta driver? Here's my take. Install it if you're experiencing any of the specific bugs I mentioned. If you're a VR enthusiast looking for better performance, if you're using Wayland on Linux, or if you have an older GPU from Maxwell, Pascal, or Volta generations and want the latest features before support ends. Don't install it if you need rock solid stability for work, if you are not comfortable troubleshooting potential issues, or if your current driver setup is working perfectly fine for your needs. Remember, this is beta software. Back up your system or at least know how to roll back to your previous driver version before installing. On Linux, this usually means keeping your package manager's previous driver version available or knowing how to use your distribution's driver management tools. And that's everything you need to know about NVIDIA's 580.65.06 beta driver. It's a solid update focused on stability and compatibility improvements with some nice performance boosts for VR users. If you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button and subscribe to Atarian News Channel for more tech news and driver updates. I put links to official installation guides in the description below. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.